Shabbat Shalom. It is a beautiful morning to celebrate Shabbat. It's a beautiful morning to celebrate Talia. And it's just a beautiful morning to be able to gather together. So as we lean into our service and start that warm-up of our soul, we invite our tradition and we invite our teachings that come from the Torah into this space and into our lives. I invite up Amanda and Matt Swanson and Marilyn Bergstrom to help us with our ark doors. Please rise as you are able. Please be seated. A couple tips and tricks to help you feel comfortable in this space and in our service. Each of you received a copy of our Reform Movement prayer book, Mishkan Tefillah. You'll see in it, it's got many varieties of the same prayer. So you'll see it's the prayer in Hebrew on one side. On the other side of the page, the prayer in Hebrew but in English letters in transliteration and in translation below it. And if you look to the other side of the page, you'll see interpretive poetry, a way that the creators of this prayer book have given us to find the prayer that works for us. Wherever you happen to be in the prayer book, that's where you're supposed to be. So feel free to peruse, and any word that you might need to say, you already know how to participate in the best way. So repeat after me, La. Amen. You now know everything you need to know in order to participate in our service. We encourage you to sing along, to show Talia all of your joy in this moment, and to support all of the work that she put into this moment. We turn to page 67 for our opening prayer, and we invite up Liz.
May the door of the synagogue be wide enough to receive all who hunger for love, all who are lonely for friendship. May it welcome all who have cares to unburden, thanks to express, hopes to nurture. May the door of the synagogue be narrow enough to shut out pettiness and pride, envy and enmity. May its threshold be no stumbling block to young or straying feet. May it be too high to admit complacency, selfishness, and harshness. May this synagogue be, for all who enter, the doorway to a richer and more meaningful life.
Amen. Any gathering like this is a gathering that calls us to notice the beauty around us, the beauty of a beautiful day, the beauty of wonderful people, the beauty of love and kindness and support. And we just can't help but remark on our tradition that tells us, Ma tovu ohalecha Yaakov, how beautiful is this gathering, O Israel. Page 74.
Avo Adonai, ahavti ma'on, beitecha, umekom mishkan, kivodecha, Yisrael.
Our world is filled with miracles, miracles that fill our lives and help us to live as our best selves. And often these miracles are so everyday that we don't have a chance to notice them, let alone be grateful for them. And so our tradition gives us a series of blessings, of nisim b'chol yom, these miracles of daily life that help us to notice these true gifts that we have in our world. Page 175, I invite Talia to lead us responsively in blessing these miracles.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lasech vivina lechavchin ben yom uvein laila.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, pokeach ivrim.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam matir asurim.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, zokef kifufim.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam roka haaretz al hamayim.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hamechin mitzadek aver.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam malbish arumim.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hanoten la ya'ef koach.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hama'avir shenai me'enai utnuma me'afapai.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asani b'tselem Elohim.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'asani bat chorin.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asani Yisrael.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam ozier Yisrael begevura.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, oter Yisrael b'tifara.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu la'asok b'divrei Torah.
Amen.
This last blessing is a blessing for Torah study, and as Talia well knows, there's no blessing that we would say without also doing the action, right? Great. So you'll find on page 180 a section of the Mishnah, a part of our one of the first level of commentaries on the Torah that lists 10 actions, that in doing those actions, it's almost as if we have studied the Torah in its entirety. Talia will lead us in the English.
These are things that are limitless, of which a person enjoys the fruit of the world, while the principle remains in the world to come. They are honoring one's father and mother, engaging in deeds of compassion, arriving early for study morning and evening, dealing graciously with guests, visiting the sick, providing for the wedding couple, accompanying the dead for burial, being devoted in prayer, and making peace among people. But the study of Torah encompasses them all.
Amen.
As we transition from the warm-up of our souls to the real work of our prayers, we make that transition with Chatzi Kaddish, page 194.
Yitgada v'yitgada shmei Rabba V'yamad divrei chirutei v'yamlich malchutei b'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayedecho beit Yisrael ba'agala u'v'zeman kariv v'imeru Yehi shmei Rabba mevorach Le'olam lamei hamaya Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitroman v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitale v'yitala shemei dekudisha B'richu le'elam min kol berchata v'shirata Tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiran v'alma v'imaru. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Baruch hu et Adonai Hamivorach.
Ata Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Yotzer or uvorei choshech oseh shalom uvorei et hakol Hameir la'aretz v'ladarim aleha barachamim uvtuvo mechadesh bechol yom tamid maaseh bereshit ma rabu maasecha Adonai kulam bechokma asita mala haaretz kinyanecha titbarach Adonai Eloheinu al shebach maaseh yadecha ve'al meorei or she'asita yafa'arucha selah Or chadash al Tzion ta'ir v'nizkeh kulanu mehera le'oro Baruch ata Adonai Yotzer hameorot.
We continue on page 199 in the English responsively. O God, inspiration and guide for all, you have spoken in 1,000 tongues for us to hear. In every land and every age, your children have heard you and imagined you in separate ways. And yet, O God, you are one, unifier of humanity.
We give thanks for the sages and teachers who bring us understanding of your will. Gratefully, we recall the lawgivers and prophets, the psalmists and sages of Israel. And joyfully we remember that from the dawn of Israel's life, we would turn to you and find purpose.
May the teachings of our ancestors live on in our minds, and their passion for righteousness stir our hearts. Help us to live so that our daily conduct reveals the beauty and wisdom of your truth.
Baruch atah Adonai
Baruch Shema.
Habocher be'amo Yisrael b'ahava.
Amen.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem, Kevod malchuto leolam va'ed. Ve'afta et Adonai Elohecha bechol levavcha uvechol nafshecha uvechol me'odecha ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzabecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam b'shivtecha v'veitecha uvlechtecha b'derech u'shochbecha uvkumecha ukshartam leot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot b'neinecha uktavtam al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha leman tiskeru va'asiten et kol mitzvotai v'tem kedoshim lelohechem ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeit yetchem me'eretz Mitzrayim liot lachem lelohim Ani Adonai Elohechem.
We continue on page 203, where Talia will lead us in the English.
Sing the song of men and women, joined in understanding and respect. The song of God's miracles, an earth protected and cherished, a gift for our children and the generations to come. The song of a lamb once ravished by war, now quiet and content. Her soldiers home to leave no more. The song of a world redeemed, the song of peace.
Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai. Mi chamocha netar ba'kodesh. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi chamocha netar ba'kodesh. Norati hilot, osef ele. Norati hilot, osef ele. Adonai, yimloch le'olam va'ed. Shira charasha shibchu geulim, l'shimcha al sfot hayam. Yachad kulam hodu, v'himlichu, v'yameru Adonai, yimloch le'olam va'ed. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Zur Yisrael, kuma be'ezrat Yisrael, uvdechnu mecha Yehuda v'Yisrael, gohalenu Adonai tzvaot shemo, kidosh Yisrael, baruch atah Adonai, Ga'al Yisrael.
Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi yagid tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, ve'Elohei avotenu ve'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yishkak, ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, ve'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanorah, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'Konei Hakol, V'Zoher Chasdei Avot V'Imahot, Umevi Givula, Livnei B'neihem, Lema'an Shemo, Be'ahava, Melech Choser, Umoshia Umagen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, Ve'ezrat Sarah. Atah Gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechaye hakol atav rav lehoshia, Morid hatal, Mechakel chayim bechesed, Mechaye hakol barachamim rabim, Somech noflim, Verofei cholim, Umatir asurim, Umakayim emunato, Lishanei afar, Mi chamocha ba'el gevurot, Umidom melech, Melech memit umchaye, Umatzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman atah l'chayot hakol, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechaye hakol.
Please be seated. At the center of our service is a reminder of the holiness of this day, the holiness that Shabbat brings to us, and the connection that we feel in this Shabbat to that first Shabbat, where God worked for 6 days and on that seventh day rested. Now every 7 days we have the opportunity to rest, to be rejuvenated, and to take a moment to imagine that world that we all are hoping to create. Yismechu, the top of page 211.
Yismechu b'malchutecha Shomrei Shabbat, Korei Oneg Shabbat, Yisrachu v'malachutecha, Shomrei Shabbat, v'korei Oneg Shabbat.
No service is ever complete without a prayer for peace, a prayer for the wholeness, the goodness, the blessing that we experience in this moment to last for more than just one day, to last for our whole lives, to be present for everyone in our community, everyone in our families, everyone in the world, to get a sense of that shalom. We ask for God to seem shalom, to place that goodness upon our whole world and upon our whole lives. Page 216.
Sim Shalom, Tova Uvracha, Chen v'chesed v'rachamim aleinu, v'al kol Yisrael amecha, barchenu yotzreinu kulanu ke'echad, le'or panecha. Ki ve'or panecha natata lanu, Adonai Eloheinu. Sim shalom, tova uvracha, chen v'chesed v'rachamim aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael amecha, Torat Chaim v'ahavat chesed, Torat Chaim v'ahavat chesed, u'tzedaka uvracha v'rachamim v'chaim v'shalom.
Shalom.
Sim shalom, tova uvracha, chen v'chesed v'rachamim aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael amecha. V'tov beinecha levarech et amcha Yisrael, b'chol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. ברוך אתה אדוני,
Baruch Shemo.
המברך את עמו ישראל בשלום.
Amen. We take these next few moments for our own personal prayers of our hearts. We turn now to Seder Kriyat HaTorah, the order for the reading of the Torah beginning on page 244. And we invite up Shelley Kaiz and Jason Kaiz, and of course we can't do anything without Talia, for the passing of our Torah. Page 244, please rise as you are able.
אין כמוך ואלוהים אדוני ואין כמעשיך מלכותך מלכות כל עולמים וממשלתך בכל דור ודור.
Havu Godel Eloheinu, Utnu Chavod LaTorah. Come, let us declare the greatness of God and give honor to our Torah. This is our Torah which was handed to Moses on Sinai, and he handed it to the generation of the desert, and they handed it to all the generations in all the lands until now it finally reaches Talia. This is our Torah which centers around the watchword of our faith, the Shema.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Eloheinu Gadol Adonenu Kadosh Shemo Lecha Adonai Hagedula Ve'Hagevura Ve'Atiferet Ve'Hanetzach Ve'Hahon Ki Ho B'Shamayim U'Va'aretz Ki Ho B'Shamayim U'Va'aretz Lecha Adonai HaMamlaka V'Ani Na'aseh Lecho Lerosh Al Shlosha Devarim Al Shlosha Devarim Al Shlosha Devarim Ha'olam Omer Al Shlosha Devarim Al Shlosha Devarim Al Shlosha Devarim Ha'olam Omed.
Shabbat Shalom. Empathy is the true path to holiness. My Torah portion is called Kiddushim, and it comes from the book of Leviticus. Throughout my Torah portion, it talks about the rules that God tells us to follow. The main idea of my Torah portion is for Israelites to follow the rules of God in order to become holy. Being holy means to be pure and to make good decisions. There are many categories of rules to follow to become holy. Some categories in my Torah portion are either about forbidden fruit, avoiding magic and fortune tellers, or that everyone deserves respect. The three main verses in my Torah portion that spoke out to me were the ones that talk about respecting all people. This section talks about how to respect elderly people, and when a foreigner comes to live in the community, do not discriminate against them. It also talks about how a foreigner who becomes a citizen must be treated exactly the same as a native-born person. This is because all Israelites need to remember that they were once foreigners in Egypt and know how it feels to be new in a community. This shows that empathy is the true path to holiness. This lesson is also true in my life. One time, there was a new student in my class who did not know anyone in the school. She just moved into town. I put myself into her shoes and imagined not knowing anyone at school probably felt really scary for her. I saw that she didn't have anyone to work with in class when we were doing partner work. I knew that my partner had other people that she could work with, so I moved to work with her. During lunch, I invited her to sit with me, and we talked during class and ended up becoming really close friends. When we were hanging out during lunch or recess, we would learn about each other, and that brought us closer as friends. When I imagined myself in someone else's shoes, I was able to help them when they needed it. As part of becoming a bat mitzvah, I did a tikkun olam project, or a good deed to help the community. For my tikkun olam project, I volunteered at a place called Gratitude Generation, which provided me opportunities to do service projects and support communities in need. I volunteered many times, and I hope to continue for many years and join their team program. I also made a lot of plarn. Yes, you heard that right, plarn. Plarn is plastic yarn that is made from plastic grocery bags. Gratitude Generation collects completed yarn and makes them into water-resistant sleeping mats that are given to people without access to shelter. Another thing that I did was help with Sue's pantry. You guessed it, the pantry is run by Sue. The pantry gives food to people who need it. It is all in her garage, and she works by herself with the support of her husband. She is a very hardworking person who helps the community so much. Therefore, my Tikkun Olam project was about helping people and making a difference. There have been a lot of people helping me become a bat mitzvah. I'd like to thank everyone in Temple Jeremiah who has helped me come to this moment. My family who has helped me throughout my life, and my friends who are here helping me celebrate today. Baruch atah Adonai, blessed are you, Adonai, our God, who helps people to empathize. When we are able to empathize, our world becomes better and more open to foreigners. When we empathize with each other, we become more holy. Shabbat Shalom.
So I know you all feel like Torah experts right now, right? Because it was so well taught. And I think that Talia prepared a little bit more Torah directly from the scroll, right? Okay, good. So if you would like to follow along with this Torah reading, you may do so in the Humashim, the printed versions of Torah that are either under your chair or one of the chairs nearby you. And we'll begin on page 800 with Leviticus chapter 19, verse 23, page 800. For the first Aliyah, we call up Barrett Kaiz, Jen Kaiz, Will Kaiz, Madison Kaiz, Rabbi Debbie Bravo, David Bravo, Sam Bravo, and Sophie Bravo. Ya'amdu hamishpacha shel haba mitzvah la'aliyah l'Torah.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach Leolam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach Leolam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech Haolam Asher Bachar Banu Mikol Ha'amim V'natan Lanu Et Torato. Baruch Atah Adonai Noten HaTorah.
Amen.
Amen. V'chi tavou el haaretz, untatem kol eitz ma'achal, va'araltem orlato et piryo, shalosh shanim yiyeh lachem, arelim lo ye'achel, uvashana harvi'it yiyeh kol piryo, kodesh hilulim ladonai, uvashana hachamishit tochlu et piryo להוסיף לכם תבואתו. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torat emet v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah. Amen.
For the second aliyah, we call up Gloria and Shelley Kaiz. Ya'amdu Gitel Yitel Bat Binyamin Valili V'Shalom David Ben Leib Vasilia.
Baruch atah Adonai. I'm sorry, wrong one. Baruch hu et Adonai hamvorach. Baruch Adonai hamvorach. Baruch Adonai hamvorach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim. V'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Oh, Amen. Lo tochlu al hadam, lo tenachashu, velo teonenu, lo takifu peat roshachem, velo tashchit et peat zikanecha, veseret lanefesh, lo titnu bibsarchem, uktovet ka'aka, lo titnu bachem, ani Adonai.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torat emet v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah. Hey kiddo, good job.
For the third aliyah, we call up Liz, Jason, and Brendan Kaiz. Ya'amdu Yaakov ben Shlomo David v'Gitel Yitel v'Binyamin Eliyahu ben Yaakov.
Baruch hu et Adonai havarach. Baruch Adonai havarach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Al techalel et bitcha lechaznota, velo tizne haaretz, umala haaretz sima. Et shatotai tishmora, umekdashi tirau ani Adonai. Al tifnu al haovot, ve'el hayidonim, al tevakshu litoma bachem, ani Adonai Elohechem.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torat emet v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Okay. May the one who blessed our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebekah, Rachel, and Leah, bless my daughter Talia, who has come forward this day to the reading of the Torah in recognition of her desire to live a worthy Jewish life. May God continue to be with her in the life before her, just as God has been with her from the day she was of her birth until now. May it be God's will that she continue to grow in body and spirit, in wisdom and humility, in the love of all creatures, in faithfulness and courage. And may she always be regarded as gracious and wise. Sorry. In the eyes of God and all humanity, then let us say amen.
For our fourth Aliyah, we call up Talia Lee Kaiz to bless her own Torah reading. Ta'amod Talia bat Yaakov.
Baruch et Adonai Hamvarach.
Baruch Adonai Hamavarach Leolam Vaed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach Leolam Vaed. Baruch Ata Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim, v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch Ata Adonai noten ha'Torah.
Amen.
Mipnei seva takum v'hadarta pnei zakein v'yareta me'elohecha ani Adonai v'ki agur itcha ger ba'artzachem lo tonu oto ke'ezrach michem yeh lachem hager hagar etchem ve'ahavta lo kamocha ki gerim heyitem be'eretz Mitzrayim ani Adonai Elohechem. Baruch Ata Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torat emet v'chaye olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch Ata Adonai noten ha'Torah.
Amen. Hugs and kisses to Mom and Dad one more time.
While we are in the presence of our Torah and all the blessing that it lends to us, we feel called to share our own blessings with those who are close, those who are far, those who need a little extra blessing themselves. And so we say a prayer for the state of Israel, its security forces, and the hostages. May it be your will that the state of Israel be a home in which all residents can live with love, solidarity, peace, and friendship. May it be a place of security, serenity, and trust, where the spirit of generosity and loving kindness flourishes. May hate, animosity, fear, terror, and indifference find no place in it. May all its leaders and officials be blessed with wisdom, integrity, and fairness. Guard, protect, and give courage to all who serve and defend the state of Israel. May its soldiers, reservists, police, rescue, and security forces return home in sound body and mind. May we witness the safe return in body and soul of all the captives and the missing, as it is written, "For in joy you will go forth and be guided in peace. The mountains and hills will exult before you and enjoy his song." Bless all the residents who keep the country functioning through hard work, love, and commitment, so that we may see better days and the prophecies fulfilled. As Isaiah teaches, no longer will violence be heard in your land. I will grant peace in the land, and you shall lie down untroubled by anyone. I will give the land respite from vicious beasts, and no sword shall cross your land. And they shall beat their swords into plowshares, and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, and they shall never again know war. And together we say, Amen. As we prepare to lift, dress, and return our Torah to the ark, we turn back to our prayer books, now at the bottom of page 252. And we invite up Barrett Kaiz, Brendan Kaiz, Will Kaiz, and Sam Bravo to help us with our Torah. Page 252 at the bottom. Please rise as you are able.
וזאת התורה אשר שם משה לפני בני ישראל על פי אדוני ביד משה. עץ חיים היא למחזיקים בה ותומכיה מאושר. דרכיה דרכי נועם וכל נתיבותיה שלום. השיבנו אדוני אליך ונשובה. חדש חדש ימינו, חדש ימינו כקדם.
Please be seated. We now have the opportunity to hear a couple words of Haftarah, a part of our Hebrew Bible that connects to our Torah reading of the week. And if you'd like to follow along with our Haftarah reading, we're back in the Humashim, those printed versions of Torah. And now we are on page 814 with the book of Amos, chapter 9, verse 9, page 814.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar bin ve'im tovim v'ratza v'divrehem hane'emarim be'emet. Baruch atah Adonai habocher b'Torah uv Moshe avdo uv Yisrael amo unvin v'yeh ha'emet v'tzedek. Ki hine anochi mitzaveh v'hanioti v'chol chagoyin et beit Yisrael ka'asher yinoa bakvara v'lo yipol tzeror aretz v'acherev yamutu kol chata'e ami ha'omrim lo tagish hatakdim ba'adenu hara'a bayom hahu akim et sukat David hanofelet v'gadarti et pirtzechen v'harisotav akim uvniti chakimei olam. Baruch. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Surko ha'olamim, Sadik bechol hadorot, Ha'el ha'ne'eman, Ha'omer ve'oseh, Hamdeber umkaye, Shekol devarav, Emet v'tzedek, Al ha'torah, Ve'al ha'avodah, Ve'al hanvi'im, Ve'al yom ha'shabbat hazeh, Shenatata lanu Adonai Eloheinu, Liktusha v'limnucha, Lechavod ultifaret al hakol Adonai Eloheinu anachnu modim lach umvarichim otach yitbarach shimcha befi kol hai tamid leolam va'ed Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh hashabbat.
Talia, you've worked so hard to get to this moment, not just in preparing the Torah and the Haftarah, learning enough about it that you are able to teach us all about it, and working on your prayers and your Tikkun Olam project. You've worked really hard on all of those things. And everything that brought you into this moment goes way beyond just the last few months of practicing. Everything that you've learned here at Jeremiah, from your family, from the world, has helped bring you into this moment. And everything that you've learned and brought into who you are has been honestly such a gift to all of us. You have given us the gift of your wisdom, the gift of your joy, the gift of being able to say, oh yes, there are 32 million Baruchs in here, and they all sound different, and still being able to go with the flow. Every piece of who you are is such a gift to all of us. And because you've given us all of these gifts, we get to give you a couple back now. So first, I'd like to invite up Avi Greenfield, the Executive Vice President of our congregation, to offer a couple gifts and blessings on behalf of our whole community.
Thank you, Rabbi. Talia, you were so impressive today. You chanted beautifully. Your message about how empathy is the path to holiness and how important it is to not discriminate against people who are different, and how important it is to do good deeds for other people and do our best is a message that we should all remind ourselves of often. It is my honor and privilege to welcome you as an adult member of the Temple Jeremiah community. We know that you put in, obviously, the results showed all of the hard work that you put in studying for this day, but of course, in Jewish tradition, learning is a lifelong thing, so it's my hope and prayer that this is just the first of many milestones and simchas that we can celebrate with you. So on behalf of the Board of Directors of Temple Jeremiah, we have a few gifts for you here. One is a lovely frame-worthy certificate of Bat Mitzvah. We also have 2 certificates here, Israel experience certificates that we hope and pray you'll be able to use towards a trip to Israel at some point. And we also have the Amazing Adventures of the Jewish People, a gift from the rabbis and the cantor. So again, wonderful job, Mazel Tov, and Shabbat Shalom.
And Talia, there are so many different ways that we could express how proud we are of you. Partly we did during the service, just chanting along and amening all of your blessings and just having all of that ruach, that energy and that spirit in taking all of that you were offering and saying, yes, this is exactly what we need more of. And everything that happens after this moment of how your whole community is here for you in every moment that you might need them. And I can promise you that as much as all of us are extremely proud, Cantor and Avi, Paul and Isaac, Vicky, all of your friends and family, right? As proud as we all are, I can promise you that no one is more proud than your parents. And so I'd like to invite them up to offer a blessing because they've been waiting for this moment for about 13 years.
Hopes for you. We hope that you always remember that you are part of a wonderful heritage that has been passed down from generation to generation for thousands of years. You are connected to the Jewish people, to God, and to Torah. We hope that you will grow each day with strength and courage, with vision and sensitivity. We hope you find joy and happiness throughout your life and remain compassionate and thoughtful to all. We hope you always feel the love of family and friends that embraces you today. Know that we love you and that wherever life takes you, we are always here for you.
Amen.
Okay, is that all right? I don't want to break any rules.
So Talia, your Torah portion is one that I love and that I struggle with a little bit, because the name of it and the whole theme of it is about being holy. And as you know, that word holy, kadosh, is a little bit hard to translate into English, because being holy according to the Torah means being a little bit separate, a little bit different, right? There's the everyday and then there's the holy. There's Sunday through Thursday, and then we have Shabbat, which is that holy day, and it's a little bit separate, a little bit different. We have a little bit of a different schedule and live our lives a little bit differently on Shabbat. And while it's great to have that variety in life, sometimes it's hard to feel holy when you're separated from the things that make you feel holy. And what I love about what you were able to teach us is being holy and doing holy isn't just about separating yourself and being the best version of you that's possible and always being a little bit different. What helps us find our own holiness and to find that holiness in others is actually being able to see them and to understand them and to connect with people, right? That connection helps to inspire holiness in us and really gives us that insight into the thing that all human beings have within us, that spark of God, right? We're told that we're created b'tselem Elohim, in the image of God. And sometimes if you're just walking through a regular day, doing your homework, going to sports and practice and all the things that you would do regularly, sometimes it's a little hard to see that spark of God in us. But once you really get to know someone, once you really connect with them, once you learn that we are all a part of a greater community, then you really get to experience true holiness. So it's a little bit of a give and take, being a little bit separate and a little bit different and having that variety in your life and really connecting past the superficial. And what's lovely is everything that you are is exactly what that is supposed to teach us, right? Everything about how you are a friend and how you are a student and how you are a community member, right? You have really learned how to navigate that delicate balance of looking for that holiness inside all of us and also striving to be a little bit better than you were yesterday, a little bit different than you were yesterday. And it's a little bit give and take, but on any given day, you are able to find at least a taste of that holiness so that it encourages you to work for the next day and the next day, to always be looking for holiness and that spark of God within each of us. And what's great is you have so many mentors and teachers and people who inspire you to be doing that really every day. And as much as I would like to bless you, I can promise you that your parents are very proud and their blessing is excellent, and you also have a rabbi who has been planning this blessing for 13 years. So I would like to invite up Rabbi Bravo, who you know as Aunt Debbie, to give you a blessing on really behalf of our whole Jewish community and your family.
Thank you. Talia, we are so proud of the young woman you are. Since the time you were always the little cousin, You brought smiles to people's faces. You are an amazing little sister, always were, an amazing daughter, a wonderful cousin, and even from the family that doesn't get to see you all the time, we've seen the beautiful young woman you've become. And it is in many ways beshert that you have this Torah portion. The rabbi spoke about some of her favorite and challenging aspects of this portion. Mine is that in this portion it says, you should, ve'ahavta l'reacha kamocha, you shall love your neighbor as you love yourself. And you are one of these people that just loves everyone and embraces the good that is in everything around you. It's still hard for us to believe that you're standing up here and becoming bat mitzvah. But we are so proud, not of only of what you did today, but of all that you do every day. So these ancient words of blessing come from our Torah. They're words that were shared when you were born and officially welcomed into the Jewish covenant. They're words that were shared when your parents stood under a chuppah, as was true for all the rest of your family. And these are words that we share with you on this very special day. Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. May God bless you and keep you. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'choneka. May God shine light upon you and be gracious unto you. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. May God always be with you on this journey in life. May it be a journey filled with so many blessings, surrounded by so many loved ones, and ultimately a journey of kindness and of gratitude and of peace. And together we all say, Amen.
It's moments like these where we get a sense of that world that each of us are hoping for and are working towards, the world that is filled with blessing. And our tradition teaches us that it is both our privilege and our responsibility to find those little blessings and to bring them into the world, to highlight them, to lift them up so that we can all live in a world of blessing. Our tradition teaches us, Aleinu l'shabeach. It is on each of us to find the blessings, to lift up the blessings, and to bless the creator of all blessings. Page 282 at the bottom. Please rise as you are able.
Tate gedula liotzer breshit shelo asanu kegoye ha'aratzot velo samanu kemishbechot ha'adama shelo sam chelkenu kahem vigor aleinu kichol hamonam va'anachnu korim umishtachavim umodim lifnei melech malachei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu v'ne'emar v'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad u'shemo echad.
Please be seated. It's at this point in our service that we think of those who perhaps are no longer physically present in our lives, but indeed forever remain a part of our hearts and our minds and our souls. If there is someone whom you are thinking of, whether you're in a period of Shiva or Shloshim, whether you're marking a yahrzeit or someone just happens to be called to mind at this moment, I invite you to rise and to say their name aloud. Thank you. Our Kadisha tome, our mourner's Kaddish, can be found on page 294. Please rise as you are able. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, be'alma divrach hiroteh v'yamlich malchuteh, b'chayachon u'vyomechon, u'v'chayed kol Beit Yisrael, ba'agalal v'zman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam olmei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal shmei d'kudsha b'rechu. Le'ela min kol berchata v'shirata, tushmechata v'nechamata, da'miram be'alma v'imru, amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim alinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu yaseh shalom, alinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, amen.
Oh, say shalom bimromav. Uya say shalom aleinu. Ve'al kol Yisrael. Ve'al kol yoshvei tevel. V'imru.
Zichronam levracha, may their memories forever be a blessing. Together we say, Amen. Please be seated. Now, Talia, I know that you just got comfortable, but it's really not Shabbat without a little bit of a nosh and a little bit of sweetness. So I'm going to invite you back to the bima, along with Madison and Sophie and Lucas, to help us with our Kiddush and Motzi.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafem.
Good juice. Can we hold this all together?
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz, Shabbat shalom.
A couple quick announcements before we all go and continue our Shabbat celebrations. As I mentioned earlier, each of you received a copy of our prayer book from our wonderful ushers. Thank you very much, ushers. We ask that you kindly, when the service is over, return the prayer books to the ushers. And take a moment, look at how many of you there are, look at how many of them there are. There's a few more prayer books than they have hands that are about to come their way. So we try to only overwhelm them just the right amount and not too much. We'd like them to usher at some point again. So maybe only like 5 or 10 at a time instead of all of them all at once. And I know how many of you want to share all of your mazel tovs and congratulations and way to goes and woohoos as soon as you possibly can with Talia. And the aisles in our sanctuary are only so big, but there's so much more space in the lobby. So what we ask is that you kindly let Talia and her family go to the lobby first before anyone fills the aisles so that they can meet you there, and then you can all go and give your high fives and fist bumps and hugs and all the things that you've been waiting all morning to be able to do in the lobby. Great. And we will conclude our service with Adon Olam on page 321. And we invite up Amanda and Matt Swanson and Marilyn Bergstrom to help us with our ark doors. Page 321, please rise and remain standing for our closing song and blessing.
Adon Olam, Asher Malach, B'terem Kol, Yitzir Nivra,
Yitzir Nivra,
Li'et Nasa,
Nasa,
V'chef Sokol, Azat Alek Shemo Nikra Adon Olam, V'yacharei Kichlot HaKol, Levado Yimok Nora Adon Olam, V'hu Haya, V'hu Hoveh, V'hu Yeh B'tifara Adon Olam, Adon Olam,
Adon Olam,
Asher Malach,
Asher Malach,
B'terem Kol,
B'terem Kol,
Yitzir Nivra,
Yitzir Nivra,
Li'et Nasa,
Li'et Nasa,
V'chef Sokol, Azai Nalek Shemo Nikra Adon Olam.
Adonai oz le'amo yitain, Adonai varech et amo v'shalom. God bless your people with strength, bless your people with the most precious of all blessings, the blessing of shalom. And Shabbat shalom.